Welcome to this brand new part 53. We are looking at real certification questions on AZ5 900. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and get alerts on a daily basis for cloud certification content around Amazon Cloud, Google Cloud, Azure, and Snowflake. If you have not become a member yet, please click the join button below this video or the link posted in the description and opt for Cloud Kernel or Cloud Ninja members. Cloud Kernel would give you access to all of the intermediate and basic certification contents, and Cloud Ninja is for advanced certification contents like professional certifications, AWS Professional Architect, and AWS Data Specialty, and those kind of advanced certifications. Let us look at the questions. The first one says Azure resources can access resources in the same resource group. No, it can access stuff from the other resource groups also. It is not restricted only to the same resource group. So their answer is no. So if you delete a resource group, all the resources in that group is deleted. Resource groups are like logical segregation of the resources. For example, you have finance, HR, and these departments. Each departments can have their own resource groups. Within the resource groups, there are resources. Okay, so if you see the definition here, resource group is just like a container and it holds logically the other related resources. So if you delete a resource group, all the resources within that group will be deleted. Now the third one is asking if a resource group can contain resources from multiple Azure regions. Yes, you can have a resource group which can contain resources which are based in other AZs, other regions, and so on. So this answer is yes. So think logically, your finance team people can be in different countries. They can be in Europe, they can be in Americas, they can be in Asian countries. So you can have a resource group which is for the finance team, but certain resources can be in Asia, certain resources can be in Europe, and so on. So this is my final answer. See, you have, let's look at the next question. You have 20 terabytes of data in Azure, 20 terabytes. These are accessed infrequently, not frequently, and they are visualized using Power BI. So you have to need, you require a storage. What storage would you recommend? We need to put two solutions here. Okay. One thing that is glaringly wrong is Cosmos DB because it is a NoSQL database similar to MongoDB, Cassandra, Gremlin, and so on. So Cosmos DB is a fully managed NoSQL database. It has both the versions, relational database as well. So if you see here, Postgres is also there. But Cosmos DB we generally use for applications like we are building application like Uber or Lyft, which are applications where you need extremely high performance, lots of concurrency, and etc. It is not used for 20 terabytes of data or a data warehouse kind of solutions, because if you are plugging Power BI on top of it, that means this is a big data repository, mostly like a warehouse. Okay, so this is why Cosmos DB is wrong. Now let us look at Azure database for PostgreSQL. See, if you have better options, for example, you have SQL Data Warehouse. What is SQL Data Warehouse? Nowadays, it is called Synapse Analytics. So you can perform limitless analytics, lot of analytics, and with unmatched time to insight. So you can handle loads and loads of data. So and you can fire a lot of queries. So it is just like your enterprise data warehousing, big data analytics. You can do together. So for 20 terabytes of data, this looks apt compared to PostgreSQL and SQL database. Okay, compared to these two. Now let us look at data lake. You can perform lots of analysis, petabyte size files, trillions of objects. So this is perfect because for 20 terabytes of data, this also makes sense. You can do lots of data processing and analytics across platforms. Okay, so data lake would be my second answer. So these two are my answers. So nowadays, if you see the question, they will not say SQL data warehouse, they will use Synapse Analytics. Now let us jump to the next question here. So we have to choose redundancy options from least redundancy to the most redundant options. So the first one would be local because that is the least redundant. Everything is locally. For example, if you have the data center in Mumbai, so everything will be stored in Mumbai. But the second option, that is zone redundant, you have different availability zones. For example, you have a zone in Bandra in Mumbai, the other zone in Airoli in Mumbai. So there are two different zones. So that provides you more redundancy. If any zone gets down, the other zone will be up. The third, the best, that is providing most redundancy, is geo redundant storage, GRS, because geo means not only in suppose central India, South India, then you can have redundancy in other locations like Asian countries like Singapore, or you can also have it in countries in Europe, for example, Germany, UK, or in some of the North American places like Ohio, California, those data centers. So you can build a lot of geo redundant storage. If one one region goes down, suppose the central India region goes down, the South India or the West Indian region can still be up. It provides a lot of redundancy. So friends, I hope you have already subscribed. If not, please hit the subscribe button. You will get daily alerts multiple times a day, which will post contents around cloud certifications, Azure Cloud, Amazon Cloud, GCP, that is Google Cloud, and Snowflake. If you have not yet become a member, please opt for a Cloud Kernel or a Cloud Ninja member. This brings us to the end of this part. See you in the next part.